the breeze gusting up around 20, 25 miles an hour. Very dry out here in the desert as per the norm. 20 grains, 20, of moisture in the air. And this is something that really doesn't happen very often. Mike Janis, Jordan Lazic, going to run for the trophy. They have never faced each other before. It is not often that the first time two drivers race each other is in a final round. Certainly not in Congruity HR Pro Mod, presented by Larney V Electric. And a big thanks to Justin Bond and JBS for being the presenting sponsor here this weekend as they push them out. A couple of guys that both have very interesting stories. Jordan, out of British Columbia, he and Justin Bond are buds. Justin put a new car together a year ago and wanted to do a little testing. He called Jordan and said, how'd you like to come drive the thing for me? And Jordan promptly drove it right straight into the winner's circle out in St. Louis. Flying the colors of Bahrain 1, Sheikh Abdullah, who was very excited last night after the championship had been secured and now is hoping to win the Ford Performance Nationals as well. And over on the right side is Mike Janis, former champion in the category. The guy builds blowers, builds engines, builds horsepower. His doctors a few years ago told him, yeah, it might be a good idea if you got out of the car. So he did. He went on a health and exercise regimen to get clearance to get back in. The car he's driving was actually gifted to him. Another racer had bought the car and just kind of never got around to getting it together and called Mike and said, how'd you like this thing? And Mike said, yeah, I'll put it together for you. And he said, no, I'm saying, how'd you like this thing? Like, come get it. The Shelby Mustang. He's working with the Russian Drag Racing League. And that Pro Mod is literally the worldwide category. All over the planet, they race Pro Mods. Spoke to Khaled Al-Balushi earlier in the weekend, part of the Bahrain 1 team. I said, when are you headed over to the other side of the world to start racing? He said, we'll be racing the same weekend you guys are in Pomona. As the season is about to ramp up over in the Mideast. But if you want to talk about Europe, if you want to talk Australia, if you want to talk the Mideast, if you want to talk North America, really fast door slammers can be found about everywhere. Jordan Lazic, they got the J&A service logo on the back of the Bahrain 1 machine. Big screw supercharger on top of that Pro Line engine. He won the championship yesterday. He sure would like to take home the second trophy. Now for Mike Janis, after a 3-year hiatus, he's been out here, he's been tuning, he's been mentoring. He just hadn't been driving. Looked like it took him about 2 burnouts to get comfortable back inside the car. Look just exactly how precise they're being lining up Mike Janis' machine, especially on a day when you got a little bit of breeze coming at you. You don't want to be having to make too big a correction with one of these things if you don't have to. Janis with the root-style supercharger that he manufactures. And Jordan Lazic with the big old PSI sticking out of the hood. One time, one run for a trophy, the last trophy of the year. Championship has already been decided. The only trophy left to award is Ford Performance Nationals champion. It's either going to go to New York or it's going to go to British Columbia. One has to wonder if Jordan was upset about not being able to celebrate the championship last night because he had to come in here and race again today. Red light! Oh, Mike Janis dropped the hammer too soon. Too bad. 572, 251 miles an hour for Jordan. A double 08 reaction time. And Bahrain 1 wins the championship, wins the race. Congrats to Sheikh Abdullah. I know is tuned in on the other side of the world because when his cars are on the racetrack, he is on the computer on his NHRA.TV feed. But congratulations to Jordan. Only his second year in the category. Only his first win of the season. Went to the final out in Epping, came up a little bit short, but he was knocking down rounds pretty much every week. Kept putting points in the bucket and got hot at the right time. After the reset, Jordan Lazic, your national champion, Jordan Lazic, your Ford Performance champion. And a big thanks again to Congruity HR, Learn EV Plus, making this category possible. I'll get Jordan hooked up and tow him around the corner as our Mountain Motor Pro Stockers are at the ready line. And we've got exactly the same situation here in Mountain Motor. The championship decided yesterday. Johnny Pluchino, down there in the orange car, won the championship yesterday. Now he wants to win the race. Standing in his way, Randy Len Butner, flying the colors of Jason Johnson's Horsepowered Garage, his series sponsor. Randy Len has never won in her mountain motor car.
To bring us to our final winner, he is the Congruity HR Pro Modified Series champion and race winner. Please welcome Jordan Lazic. Jordan, another tremendous run. Tell me about that final round.
Well, same, Mike Janis, we got one of the baddest dudes out here, won championships, races all around, for years and years, and we knew we had to be crazy on the light. Obviously, we, tune-up wise, spiced it, might have expired one for the piston gods, but it seems all worth it. It's a crazy weekend, clearly, and this is just crazy cherry on top.
Winning the championship, that is one thing, but you really wanted to deliver the win. Mike was the #1 qualifier. Just tell me about what you're feeling as you're staging up against one of the greatest.
I knew we were going to have to be good on the tree. I mean, he was killer last 2 rounds. You see the way these guys stage, and you try to make a plan going in, and sometimes that doesn't work, as we seen yesterday. And today it just worked out. 008. I can't ask for much better than that. And Brad didn't leave a whole bunch of room for him either. So.
Worldwide category of Congruity HR Pro Modified, JBS equipment powering this weekend. I know you got a lot of people that help you.
Oh, it's crazy, and thank you. The car's behind me, so I can probably get them all here. Sheik Abdullah, Bahrain won. Khaled Al-Balushi put me in his car here. JBS, Rad Torque Systems, J&A Service, Goodyear Tires. Todd there has been with us the whole deal. Our crew, we got Brandon, the whole gang. We got a list of crew guys that work on this thing when I'm not around. Gotta go back here and look. LAT Oils and, Brad Anderson. It never ends.
Congratulations on your championship. Congratulations on your race win.
Thank you.
Jordan Lazic, Congruity HR Pro Modified World Champion. And that's going to do it. From the top end of the racetrack, your Lucas Oil Series winners, Mountain Motor, Pro Modified. We've got only a few categories to go. Alan, take it back upstairs as we get ready for